Hi there, I'm Beckie Belote from Newport News, Virginia, and I have a variety of really cool things that you can do with your geometric frame punch. All right, so let's take a look. All right, so a geometric frame punch or any kind of frame punch with us does two different things. You can do just regular borders using your little black marks here to line up to the blue so that you can do perfect borders very quickly. And so here's an example of that. This is just a border. So if I'm using just a border, you're going to align up your paper with these dots. However, you can also, the whole benefit of a frame punch is that it doesn't just do borders, it actually does borders around a shape. So it frames something in, which makes these punches more versatile and you get more bang for your buck. So this is what I'm talking about when I say go around. So this was a 12 by 12 piece of paper and I went around it. And when you go around it, it has a different look and you use different lines. So we have these little lines on the outside, both sides. And when you line up to those, when you do the cut, it gives you a notch that sticks out. All right, and what's important about that is that allows us to go around. So if I was going to continue to go around this piece of paper, all I would do is line this notch up with this outside line. So outside line is for framing, and then the inside lines are for straight borders. So when I do that punch now, you'll see that we have rounded the corner. And then you would, of course, continue on just like regular by lining up the blue pattern that's sticking out and continue around. All right, got the idea? All right, so that's how you do those. You could also frame a photo. Now, these punches, they work on 4 inches or multiples of 2. So 4 inch is the smallest frame that you can do. And it always has to be even. So 4 by 4 will work. 4 by 6 will work. 8 by 10 will work. 10 by 10 will work. So any multiple of 10 as long as it's bigger, multiple of 2 as long as it's bigger than 4. So this is a 4 by 6 photograph. So if I wanted to mat it, I would use 6 by 8. So you want it to be bigger and you need it to go up by 2. So this is 4 by 6. I used a 6 by 8 piece of paper. And now I have the perfect mat for this little guy. All right. If I had a 5 by 7, if I bump it up to 2 inches on each side, it would be 7 by 9. But odds don't work properly. So I'm going to, instead of 7 by 9, I'm going to do 8 by 10. And so 8 by 10 will have a little bigger mat. It actually has a real mat here, which is a little different looking, which I like. Also, if you wanted to double mat this little guy, you would do the same thing. If this was 6 by 8, I need to go to 8 by 10 to do the double mat. I hope that makes sense. All right, is that cool? All right, another thing that we do with any of our border punches, we can also do with the geometric frame. And we had one where you cut a piece of paper into a 6 by 6 square. And after you do that, you would cut it at a diagonal. And then you would take the 2 halves. You could do this at the same time, and I'm assuming that it's cut. I'll show you the finished product. And just center it in here. So there is no line to match up. You just want to center it so that both sides, like it looks like the same amount is sticking out on each side. And then you punch and then use the pattern to finish up. So when you do that, this is the look that you're going to get. These will make great corner embellishments. So this came from a 6 by 6 square. Beautiful, huh? All right. If you wanted a 10 by 4 embellishment, that's what it would give you one this size. So it's 4 inches this way, 10 inches this way. Notice I'm staying with the multiples of 2, and then we get a beautiful embellishment. I would love to see this split in half and split between a double page spread. How pretty would that be? All right. So this one is a border. So remember, to make this, I had to use the lines on the front, not the lines on the outside. I wanted to show you how to get a look that looks like this. All right, so to do this, you're going to use these lines to do a border. You're then going to take the border and cut it at the 2 1/4. So I'm going to line my humps up to the 2 1/4 line. After you've done that, that's my sweet little creatures that live here. All right, so what you do is you want to put this paper in upside down for this first punch. You want to make sure that it totally fills the frame so that all that's in this window is paper. And then you mash. Then you have this perfect orb there. Then, of course, you can continue by lining up to your blue pattern that sticks outside. And then you'll get this orbed look. All right, so that's a really fun, different look that you'll love on your pages. I can see a wave across there, like a little sticker down the middle if you want to, or leave it as it is. I saw another advisor cut these into bits to make little Christmas ornaments. If you have a 4x4 sheet of paper, a 4x4 square, you can put it in the punch so that your edges will go to each side of this framed line, and then go all the way around to get this look. If you cut off one of your orbs, you could get this look. Looks kind of like a flower, huh? All right. Also, keep in mind that you can fill these frames. You can fill them back up with the trash that you've cut out from other pieces to get kind of a stained glass look. So don't forget those opportunities from your scraps. I have a stack of trash over here. If you cut a 1 7/16 inch squares, what I did is I just cut a 1 7/16 inch strip and then quickly recut at 1 7/16. It sounds hard, but remember 8/16 is a half. So it's just a one little dash smaller than 1 1/2, okay? And the reason you would want to do that is then they fit perfectly behind this. And to do it quickly, what you would want to do is put adhesive on the back for some repo so that you don't have to worry about hitting the edges perfectly, and then just throw it down. So it's a very quick process. All right. Also, don't forget about mixing and matching your punches. This is one done with Baroque. I think we still have Baroque left over. It's one on Last Chance, or was on Last Chance. It may be gone. But if it's not, you better order as soon as possible. So this one, when you do this, when you mix the borders, it's very important because all of our border punches, the underneath are not necessarily the same size. So there's no true way to definitely know what it's going to look like here at the ends. So if you just want it to be the same on the end, it's really good to just take your piece of paper, put it on your 12x12 mat so that it's centered in the space, and then put a mark at your 6-inch mark. That's center. All right, and then once you have the center, you can flip this upside down, put your little center point at the center of the undercarriage, and then make a mark. Make a cut. And then from there, you can take any punch. And you do use these upside down when you do this. I guess I put that one away. Let me grab it really fast. I don't know. I can't find the Baroque. I don't know what I did with it, but I'll use the arch. I think you can still get arch. But if not, I think you can still get Baroque. But any of these ones will work. Not all of them, but the ones that cut off like this. So just put it beside, and then do the same thing over here. Ooh, I like this look. It's pretty. All right, so then you can keep going, and then at the end, no matter, even if it doesn't end smoothly, it will end the same. Like on the ends of these, they're a half of a Baroque, which is actually very pretty. All right, so that's how you get those looks. Here's one where I mixed the birthday cake punch with this. So I did a combination of ideas where I started in the middle and did the birthday punch. I finished with the geometric, Then I cut it off. I lined up the humps of the circle at 2 1/4, which is how you get the orbs. And then I did the orbs, and then I snipped off just a little piece of yellow that was here to give this look. All right, so that's a great look. And then, of course, if you wanted to make that a corner embellishment, you would just, actually, if you're using cardstock, you can flip it like this. And that would make a great corner embellishment, wouldn't it? Okay. Another thing that I learned to do, just kind of goofing around with it. So again, I made this border because it's a border using the inside lines of the geometric. And then what you can do is a couple things. I tried snipping off the little triangle. When you snip off the top of the triangle, use your these scissors because they have a more accuracy and it's going to look prettier. And then fold this back. You get a really cool little look. Another thing that I tried is to cut off the whole hump here. So I cut here all the way down and here all the way across. And I did that all the way down. I'm just going to do it a couple times because you're going to get the idea. And then you get these triangles that kind of stick out. Nice big ones. So I really liked that look. All right, and then I did some variations where I folded the little triangles back like this to get this look. And I also, I kind of did it on this one too, where I folded some back, but left the basket handle. So this was a snip up here. And then I also played with cutting them off. Like if you cut at an angle this way or this way, you can make little pocketbooks or baskets. So can you say Kate Spade? Is that the cutest little thing? Little Kate Spade pocketbooks or whatever kind of pocketbooks you like. All right. So that's all I got, but I hope you got some great ideas. If you don't have the geometric frame punch, reach out to your advisor. I am an advisor in Newport News, Virginia, so feel free to use me if you don't have one. But thanks for watching. Bye.